Hello everyone, I'm Pako. Is that my real name? No, it's my artistic name, and I am a visual artist. This video is a response to Kazanjianm's art contest. And first things first, I'd like to give thanks to Mero for doing an excellent job bringing to light the idea of making a visual arts category on YouTube. Thanks Mero, I'll support it all the way. Now on to the artworks for the contest. Choosing the best artwork one has can be a challenge, but in this case you'll be seeing the best of my best so far. First, to grab your attention, we have the villainous Blackbeard. From the fourth Pirates of the Caribbean film, played by Ian McShane, with his severe face beneath his hat, his eyes glaring in full detail, his smoking beard, the suit, the skull. I can only describe this drawing as hyperreal. Secondly, Leonardo da Vinci. Much like the first drawing, it aims for realism, except that this one is entirely from the imagination and is bigger. But one can see the similarities. The same focus for shading the face to capture the expression, the detailed eyes, beard, and suit. But something does strike you as different, and that is the shaded background, directing your eyes to the brightest part, the eyes of the maestro. Third, this one is my first self-portrait and was my third exhibited work. Some of my friends call this my first masterpiece. It is to me personally, for the influence it had on me and continues to have. It was a study for realistic portrait, superimposed expressively by what symbolizes my country, Venezuela. Its mighty flag, its cultural folklore, its natural resource, its history, Simón Bolívar, a star of revolution, the subtropical atmosphere, and the tallest waterfall in the world, El Salto Ángel, Angel Falls. This first portrait led me to experiment with these three styles of art: realism, expressionism, and impressionism, into one artwork. I call this integral art, an artwork that integrates our impressions, our feelings, and observations of the subject. Which leads me to the other artworks. A friend of mine called Thomas, as skilled in playing electric guitar as I am with my art, I guess. Not really, he has some crazy skills. Props on that, Thomas. The purpose of this painting, since it was from a picture of him, was not only to capture a real likeness, but make it more impressive and really expressive on what's going on, the way he is entranced by the music. Now from afar you could say, this is one of my best realistically, but close up one can see that is mostly impressionistic, while some parts are really expressive and some seriously real. But the contrast between light and dark overlap these changes, making them subtleties and the work highly real. With that, I'm proud to say I made another personal masterpiece. But it didn't show yet what the new style could do. Which leads me to this. Giorgio Bono, the fun outgoing jokester of my last school, who looked at me and said that I looked like I should be named Pako. And Pako I stayed, and I became more known for it, the nickname, till ultimately I decided to make it part of my artistic name. George sadly died this on November this past year. Before it happened, I was sort of in an artist block, always procrastinating. But once I was informed, I knew I had no choice but to paint him immediately, or else the grief would stay. But in what way? I thought of Picasso, who threw himself into his blue period for 3 years at the loss of his friend. I couldn't. It wouldn't be true to George. It wouldn't be fair to his memory. And from that memory came this. The realistic observation, the thick expressiveness, and the illuminating impression made this little painting of 8 times 10 inches my most powerful and influential artwork yet. For you, my friend, who will always smile at us from up there. I am Sam Pako. To see the artworks, links below. Thanks for watching. Pako out.